Before we dive in, do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. These videos take a lot of time, and that little click goes a long way. Now, if you're new here, welcome to M.B.U, Moneybag University. This is a community dedicated to helping people of all ages, from 70 years old to 30 to 20, learn how to navigate the market with confidence. We make it simple. Step-by-step lessons, easy to follow, designed to help you supplement your income or even totally replace it over time. If that sounds like something you want to learn, come join the Discord. That's where the real education and family vibe is waiting for you. You'll find all the links in the description and bio.
We have the mayor of Italy trying out FSD, which is absolutely insane. Now, I don't know what he's saying. You guys can read the caption and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure he was extremely impressed that the fact that this thing can do what it can do. It's absolutely insane. I mean, you got mayors driving this thing now being test driven. That is flipping crazy. On top of that, I need more Tesla stock after seeing this. I never knew the roads in Italy were narrow. And I don't know why they're narrow. If you guys are Italian or if you guys know anything about this, please comment down below why they have such narrow roads. But look at FSD handle it. That is absolutely insane. Like, what? First of all, again, why have a narrow road? Why is it so tight? Italians like tight things or something? I don't know. Like if there's two cars going, you gotta be cautious like that. But why? Just make the road wider. Nonetheless, FSD does this flipping perfectly, which is absolutely insane. So we have another one here from Germany saying that Tesla FSD in tiny German village streets. It's magical. I never expected to be this mind blown. It's such a good driver. Can't wait to get it from my own car. Cheers and thank you Tesla and Tesla AI to finally bringing this life-changing tech to Europe. And you guys can see the video. This is insane. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, it's a long video. I sped it up a little bit too so you guys can see, but nonetheless, it's already in Europe. It's creeping into Europe. This thing is insane. My God, the turning, all that kind of stuff. This is absolutely crazy. Seeing this and what I've experienced, this thing is solved, bro. This thing is absolutely solved. Plenty of space and maintaining a reasonable speed the whole time. It didn't panic, it didn't freeze, it just handled it. If FSD can handle a narrow Italian road in the middle of a foggy night, I think it's ready for pretty much anything.
Mind, okay? When unsupervised full self-driving gets approved, and I'm talking truly unsupervised, where you don't have to pay attention at all, the value proposition of car ownership fundamentally changes, literally overnight. Why would I pay $40,000 for a depreciating asset that sits in my driveway 95% of the time when I can hail a RoboTaxi that shows up in 3 minutes? Costs me $1 per mile, takes me exactly where I need to go, and I don't have to worry about parking, insurance, maintenance, or any of that garbage, okay? That math doesn't make sense anymore. Even if you own one of those cars outright, not even hail it, just own one. Right now, the average cost to own a vehicle in the United States is somewhere between 70 to 80 cents per mile when you factor in the car payment, insurance, gas or electricity, maintenance, parking, all that stuff. Used cars get closer to 50 cents per mile sometimes, maybe a little less if you're driving just a total beater, but you still have to deal with maintenance, tires, gas, insurance, all those things. Tesla's RoboTaxi is going to operate at roughly 30 cents per mile, maybe even 25 cents when they scale up with the Cybercab. That's a third of what it costs you to own your own vehicle. And you get a consistent, comfortable, private experience where you can just sit on your phone while the car takes you wherever you need to go. It's a total no-brainer from a cost perspective.
Quick question. You're not a freeloader or anything, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm just asking for a friend. They said I should double check. You know how people talk, but you look like somebody who supports what they enjoy. You probably already hit that like button, right? Maybe even subscribed? All right, good. I knew I could count on you. Because look, if you've been watching these videos, getting a little bit of value, maybe even smiling once or twice, you're part of the family now. So hit that like, tap subscribe, and let's keep building together. Appreciate you for real.
RoboTaxis launch at scale, and I'm talking about tens of thousands of units across major metro areas all over the United States. The demand for private vehicle ownership is going to crater in those markets. It just will. Any of these cities where RoboTaxis are going to be plentiful, why would they spend $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 on a car where they can just hail one for a fraction of the cost. They won't. And when demand for used cars drop, prices drop. This is basic supply and demand. And it's going to be brutal for people who just bought their new car thinking they could sell it for something reasonable in a few years.
The source is the reason for the profit this season and every season. Let me say that first, because everything we do in M.B.U. is anchored in clarity, discipline, and preparation. Proper preparation prevents poor performance, and the moment you forget that, the market will remind you in the most expensive way possible. So let's talk. Let's have a real conversation, not a hype session, not a lecture, not some surface-level commentary. This is M.B.U. with the family, and outsiders can quietly listen in if they want to grow. They're welcome, but they need to understand the room they've stepped into. M.B.U. is not a crowd, it's a standard. Now, let me take you to Italy for a moment. Yes, Italy, home of pasta, passion, street cafes, and roads so narrow they look like two alleyways arguing over whose turn it is to exist. And in this beautiful chaos, we have the mayor, yes, a real mayor, stepping into a Tesla using full self-driving for the very first time. Family, the expression on this man's face deserves its own award. You know when someone tries something new and their brain is trying to process three emotions at once? Shock, excitement, and oh Lord, what is happening right now? That was him. You could practically see the internal monologue reading subtitles. Is this real? Am I safe? Should I call someone? Should I convert? Should I buy stock? But it gets better, because this wasn't some smooth, wide American highway with palm trees gently waving like background dancers. No, this car took him into the tightest, narrowest, if you sneeze, we clip a mirror roads you've ever seen in your life. These roads look like they were built in the year 1000 by people who never imagined cars would exist. Roads where drivers literally stop, fold their mirrors, and pray for the best. And FSD handled it like it was born there. Smooth, calm, confident. As if the car said, relax, I got this. Navigation through lanes so thin they looked like pencil marks, precision between walls that felt like they were closing in just to test the car's faith. Cars coming the opposite direction, both needing to pull aside and negotiate spacing like diplomats, and the Tesla just flowing through with no fear at all. The mayor watched in silence, the kind of silence you get when someone's worldview gets rearranged. Family, this is not hype. This is not theory. This is not a concept video from 2020. This is happening right now. Right now. And people still think Tesla is just another automaker. Please. That misunderstanding is why M.B.U. exists, to see the truth before the world catches up. But let me bring this home. Let's talk money. Let's talk cost. Let's talk numbers in a real-world way people can understand. Because when it comes to owning a car, most people only think about the monthly payment. They think, okay, my car note is this much, and they move on. But if you truly break it down, insurance, gas, repairs, tires, oil, brakes, parking, registration, the real cost per mile turns into 70 cents, sometimes 80 cents per mile. Every drive, every errand. You are paying almost $1 just to move around in your own life. People don't realize they're running a charity for their vehicle. Meanwhile, their car says your donation is appreciated. But RoboTaxi, different story entirely. RoboTaxi flips the math on its head, 25 to 30 cents per mile. And the moment transportation becomes cheaper, easier, safer, and more convenient than owning a car, people will change their behavior instantly. Not gradually, instantly. They don't need a motivational quote. They don't need inspiration. They just need a cheaper option that works better than what they currently have. Think about it. Uber exploded not because people dislike taxis, but because someone said, here's something easier and often cheaper. Netflix destroyed Blockbuster, not because Blockbuster was bad, but because streaming was easier. Amazon took over retail, not because you couldn't drive to the store, but because that became the less efficient choice. The world does not follow loyalty, it follows convenience. And Tesla is building the most convenient transportation model humans have ever seen. This is why the upside here is not just big, it's transformational, it's societal, and it's not priced into the stock yet. Tesla is operating in the future while the world is debating the present. But here's the twist that makes this moment in the market even more interesting. With everything Tesla has going for it, full self-driving improvements, The Optimus robot accelerating faster than expected, energy scaling, manufacturing breakthroughs, insane margin potential. The stock is still moving like it's waiting for permission, like it's sitting at the dinner table saying, "May I rise?" Meanwhile, the catalysts are screaming, "Run." And trust me, it will. But timing is the part nobody can predict. It could be next week, it could be next quarter, it could be 6 months. The power is building, the pressure is rising, the ingredients are in the pot, and the lid is rattling. But the exact moment it pops, no one knows. The market doesn't move on your schedule. It moves on its own, which brings us to the 52-week high. If Tesla pushes toward that 488 to 495 zone, people will start getting excited, too excited. They will start imagining straight lines. They will imagine 500, then 550, then to the moon, simply because the chart hit one milestone. But family, understand something deeply. That zone is a trap for the unprepared. That area is historically dangerous. It is where Tesla loves to play mind games. It may touch 500 only to pull back harder than people expect, or it may break through with real strength, but you won't know which one it is without confirmation. And confirmation is what separates disciplined traders from emotional ones. TSLL will respond to this area instantly. Double the speed, double the impact, double the consequences. So M.B.U family, proper preparation prevents poor performance. If you prepare now, the move will not surprise you. You won't be chasing, you won't be reacting. You'll already be positioned mentally and strategically, because the market is hilarious sometimes. You ever watch people buy at the exact top because they saw a green candle and got emotional? Their entire strategy is, let me jump in because I'm excited. Meanwhile, the market is behind the scenes whispering, I was waiting for you specifically. That's why we don't move like that. We don't operate on excitement. We operate on structure. But here's what really fascinates me, the rotation. Look at Tesla and NVIDIA. It's like watching two heavyweight fighters tag each other in and out. NVIDIA runs, Tesla sleeps, NVIDIA slows, Tesla stretches. It's a rotation of market energy. And if NVIDIA starts cooling down after its massive run, guess who is next in line to shine? Tesla. And if Tesla steps into that spotlight with strength, TSLL will not just rise, it will erupt. The question is simple. Are you prepared? Not hopeful, not emotional, prepared. Because the upside potential here is bigger than people understand. Full self-driving is not a cute feature. It is an economic weapon. RoboTaxi is not a side project. It is an industry destroyer in waiting. Optimus is not a robot. It is labor revolution. Energy is not a branch. It is a second company hidden inside the first. And all of this sits inside one ticker. Tesla's future is not loud. It is quiet until it isn't. The funny thing is, people still underestimate the timing. They expect the explosion to happen when everyone is watching. But Tesla historically moves when the room looks away, when the attention shifts elsewhere, when traders get bored. That's when the market says, wake up. So let me close this conversation the way we began it. The source is the reason for the profit this season and every season. M.B.U is elite because we prepare. We do not chase, we anticipate.
Benefits of M.B.U, Moneybag University. 1. You learn how to fish, not just get a fish. M.B.U's teaching philosophy is rooted in empowerment, giving you the skills, knowledge, and confidence to trade and invest for yourself. Instead of spoon-feeding trades, M.B.U shows you how to spot opportunities, read the market, and make your own decisions. The result? You're not dependent on anyone's hot tips to grow your account. 2. Financial Freedom Blueprint. Options Trading Mastery. Learn calls, puts, leaps, swing trades, and strategic entry/exit points that fit your lifestyle and risk tolerance. The Family Bank Strategy. Build a portfolio that pays you through dividends daily, weekly, and monthly, so your money works even when you don't. Leverage Compounding. Use tools like margin responsibly to accelerate portfolio growth without selling your core holdings. 3. Time freedom through smart systems. M.B.U Trading System. You don't have to stare at screens all day. We teach you set and forget sell zones, 25%, 45%, 70%, 100%, so you can live your life while trades work in the background. Confirmation rules. Reduce losses by entering only when the market confirms your direction. No more guessing. One Stock Mastery Challenge. Focus on mastering one ticker at a time so you can trade faster, with more confidence and less stress. 4. Long-term, short-term wins. Day swing trading. Take advantage of short-term moves without wrecking your schedule. Dividend growth. Use profits from trades to fund income-producing investments. DRIP, Dividend Reinvestment Plan. Watch your portfolio snowball automatically without needing to constantly add new money. 5. Faith plus finance approach. Keep God first while pursuing wealth, ensuring money is a tool, not a master. Build a life where financial blessings fund your calling, your family's needs, and your future. 6. Community support. M.B.U. Discord. A live, interactive space where you can ask questions, see breakdowns, and learn from other traders at all levels. Accountability guidance. Stay disciplined with people who understand your goals and help you stick to the plan. How M.B.U. gives you time, financial freedom. 1. Time freedom comes from systems. Automating parts of your trading, having a consistent plan, and avoiding screen addiction. 2. Financial freedom comes from compounding, using trade profits and dividend reinvestment to grow your wealth until it replaces your active income. 3. The skill set you build here will keep paying you for life, because once you know how to fish, you'll never go hungry, in any market.